Hello everyone, this is Richlarrousse, back for part 2 of my vintage Ocean Liner tutorial, and today I shall be focusing on many parts today. The first being the forecastle deck, the raised deck on the bow. Also the beginning of the superstructure, which will be, I think it'll be a deck promenade, but I'll get to that in a minute. And also the main deck, which we'll be putting in first, because I forgot to do that in part 1, but no big issue. So what I'll do, I head to the tip of the bow, which is here, and on the inside you just want to add the deck all the way from the bow to the stern. So no real measurement required, you just from the top row you just build the deck all the way from here to the back. I shall use the quick build tool to do this. Ignore that slab there, won't you? It's just a marker for me for when I'm adding extra bits later on. So when I come to add the forecastle deck, it's just a marker so I know where the first wall is. So to get to that in a bit, so just finish off. Oh, and there's two more markers there, so ignore them as well. So just finish off this deck. And there we go. All the main deck added. I apologise for not doing this in part 1, but I couldn't be bothered, so there we go. So there we go, from the tip of the bow all the way to the stern. There's no measurement required, it just goes from A to B at the back. And also on the inside, if we go down inside here, you can start adding the inner decks as well, or the lower decks. Like in previous tutorials, like I normally do, is leave a 3 block gap, and then add the next deck, and then 3 blocks down again, add the next deck, and then continue down until you get to the bottom of the ship, where you can add boiler rooms, engines, and things like that. Seeing this is a steamship, we're going to need a few boilers in there, and also the engines at the stern. But don't worry about that. Well, don't worry about it from my point of view, because I'm only doing the exterior, so interiors is entirely up to you. So like I said, 3 blocks gap between each deck, and you can start adding them. I won't bother just yet because we won't really see this. So I shall head back out and head to the tip of the bow, which is here. And we're going to add the raised white section for the forecastle deck. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go from the tip of the bow, and you're going to want to count back 46 blocks. And I've already put a marker up there, so I'm just going to measure the gap between. So 8 lines, so from there to the marker, which is actually 45 blocks, which it should be 46. So on the 46th block, put your white block, which is the center block. And then you're going to want to build right the way across from one side to the other, like so. And that's your bulkhead for the forecastle deck. And then you're going to want to increase the height of that to 3 blocks high. So that's 2, 3 like that, and all the way across 3 blocks high, like so. And then all the way around the front part, basically everything forward from here is 3 blocks high all the way around. So just build the first section on this side. So that's the first section, but I'd like to point out that each white section overhangs the black part by 1 block. So if I just add the extra line there, so you can see it overhangs slightly over the white, over the black section, and then you're going to want to do that over each section forward. So I just point out, it's going to take a while. And there we go, that's section 2, once again overhanging, and just carry on the same thing all the way around to get to the back to the bulkhead at the back there. So I'll just build the bottom row for now, and then I can increase the height with a big quick build tool. So just build the bottom row. And you see it overhangs the front part as well. So just increase this to 3 blocks high. There you go, that's one side. That's how it should look on both sides when it's all done. Just one side done, and it's got the overhang slightly by 1 block. Excuse me. So that's one side done. And I'll just quickly do the other side as quickly as I can. I've just done the bottom row. Now just increase the height. And there we go, that's both sides done now, each with the overhanging part. So that is the raised forecastle deck. And then the next job to do is just to add the deck for the forecastle. So we'll go from the tip of the bow again, and along the top row, just add the wood deck from the tip to the back. So carry on building that with the quick build tool. And there we go, that's the forecastle deck all added. And that's how it should look. I will point out, if I go inside a minute, and there we go, it is quite cramped in here because the ceiling is actually 1 block lower than the rest of the decks on the ship. What you can do, you can increase the white section by 1 extra block and then raise the deck up by 1 block. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. I know there's not much that goes inside underneath the forecastle deck, but it's up to you what you want to do. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. And also for handrails around the forecastle as well, you can start adding handrails around the edges. I haven't actually got handrails in this version of Minecraft, iron bars or wood fencing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to build an extra line of white blocks around the outside to act as handrails. But you can add iron bars or wood fence all the way around if you want to. So I'm just going to add white all the way around. And then finally across the width there we go. That's my variant anyway. Like I said, use handrails, iron bars or wood fences all the way around. It probably look about 10 times better than what I've just done. So that's that, or you can just copy what I've done. So that's basically it for the forecastle for a little while now. I'm not gonna come back to this section until later in the tutorial, part 5, 6, something like that, because where all the details like the mast and the cranes will be added later on. So that's the forecastle done. Now the next job is to begin the superstructure, I believe. So if we find the centre block of the forecastle, or the back wall of the forecastle, this wall here, which I think this is the centre block, and from the bottom you're going to want to count back 16 blocks. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and put your centre block there, and then just get rid of the rest of them there. And I use these to count. So So we've got the centre block here, which is 16 blocks back from the forecastle wall there. And you've got your centre block. Now what you want to do is build this front wall 13 blocks wide. So you've got the centre block, and then you just want 6 other sides. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from there, you're going to want to build. You're going to want to build a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, so 1, 2, and then 1, 2, like that. Basically to create a slight curve to the front of the superstructure. So do the same on the other side, a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, like that. So that is the front wall of the superstructure. Now the next job is to increase the height of that to 4 blocks high, so we go 2, 3, 4 like that. We just increase the height to 4 blocks all the way around. And there we go, that's all increased to 4 blocks high. So the next job is to build the side walls, the outside walls. Well, not the side walls completely, we're just going to put the base of the wall, which will be from the bottom here at the end of the curve down along the deck. And I've already put a marker in down there, so what you want to do is build the bottom line, which is just one line of white blocks, 148 blocks long along the side of the ship. So I'll just build this line here. I won't bother counting because I've got the marker down there. So 148 blocks long all the way along the side here, and I will measure it at the end to make sure I have got it right. Just go all the way down the side here. Missed one. Carry on down the side. And there we go. I shall measure this. That is 148 blocks long, so that's fine. And like I said in the previous previous part, if you're going to build the 2-funneled ship variant of this ship, you're going to want to reduce that by 30 blocks. This side, this 148, reduce that by 30. Or if you're building the 4-funneled ship, you want to increase it by 30, so it'll be 178 rather than 148. And the 2-funneled ship would be 118 rather than 148. So that's cleared that up for the moment. So now we go back to the other side and we'll do the same here. I'll use the quick build tool for this. All the way down to the marker at the back. So that's 148 blocks long as well. So that's the base of the side walls of the open promenade, or half open promenade I should say. So that's the side foundations. And now what I want to do, head back to the front wall here of this superstructure, and we're going to put some inner walls of the deck as well. So when you look from the side at the promenade deck, it's not going to be just hollow and no interior at all. We're just going to add some inner walls. So we're going to go down to the back of the front wall here. So the back panel of this front wall. You're going to find the centre block, which is here, and count down to the bottom. And we're going to count back 7 blocks. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And then get rid of those ones. So that's 7 blocks back. And the front panel of this inner wall, if I can find my notes, is 19 blocks wide. So that, hang on, just measure that actually. Is that the right amount? There to there. Yep, 7 blocks. That's fine. So this this front wall will be 19 blocks wide. So that's, what's that? It's 9 either side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There, leaving a 3 block gap at the end. And then 9 the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine, that side. And then the side walls are 145 blocks long. So basically it's 3 shorter than the side walls. So basically just build down until you're level with the end walls at the back here. So I shall count it while I go down. So it's 1, 4, 5. And also, if you're building the shorter ship, 30 blocks shorter, longer ship, 30 blocks longer. So I go 1, 4, 5. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, I think. I didn't measure that because I think I've just ballsed it all up, so bear with me. Yeah, that's 90 blocks. So we go back up here and carry on to go 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, and then 45 after that. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yep, it does line up with the outside edge wall. Thank Christ for that, because I thought I was going to get it wrong. So that's all fine, and I do the same on the other side now. Leave a 3 block gap, and then just quick build this side. And I know it all ends up exactly the same. So it's 1, 4, 5 on the inner walls. And that's the foundation of the inner walls done. The back wall I'm not too sure about at the moment, because there's going to be extra superstructure to add to this later on, where the it narrows at the back. So we won't worry about the back walls just yet. So the next job is to increase the height of these inner walls by, or up to 3 blocks. So it's 1 high so far, then just increase it to 3. Then just increase it to 3 all the way around. So I'll do that now. And the front wall, and then the other side. And that's the inner wall done. The reason it's 3 blocks high instead of 4 like the rest of the superstructure is that there's going to be a deck sat on top of there. And it's basically going to all be enclosed, so you won't be able to see it too much from the outside. And what you can do now is start adding doors or windows to these walls if you want to. It's up to you. I shall be doing it later on, so you know what I'm doing. So that's that. So now, what I'm going to do now is read my notes and work out what I'm doing. Right, so now we're going to start on the outside edge of the walls, and there's going to be, excuse me, some of it's going to be open promenade, which is going to be big windows with pillars in between, or a big open space with pillars, and the rest will be windows, 2 block high window, glass windows. So should crack on with that. So what you want to do is go to the side here, you've got this edge here, and you want to add a 3 block gap, 2 blocks high. So go 1, 2, 3 like that, and then make it 2 blocks high, like so. Don't worry about the top row just yet, because that will be a extra piece, or a separate piece going across the top in a moment. So you've got a 3 block gap, and then you're going to want to leave a 2 block gap, 2 block space, and then add a 2 block high pillar like that. So basically you've got the open space like that, and then you want to do is leave a 3 block gap, and then add another pillar, then another 3 block gap, then another pillar, and then another 3, and then a pillar, another 3, and then a pillar. And you should have 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. So it's another pillar with a 3 block gap. So basically you have 5, like I was saying, 5 gaps with 3 block spaces in them. Can't really see it from that side when you go this way. So you've got the 2 block space, and then 5 3 block spaces with the pillars, and then after the final pillar you want to add a 2 block space, and then a final pillar like that. So that's how it should look. Can't see it very well, but you get the idea. So it goes 2 space, 3 space, 3 space, 3 space, 3 space, 3 space, 2 gap. And then from then on, you're going to want to add 45 windows, which are 2 blocks high, and separated by one white block. So it's 45 all the way down. And what you have to do is do the math yourself for the side of the bigger and shorter ship. So basically 30 less windows, no, 15 less windows, or is it? I think it's 15 less for the two funnel ship and 15 more for the bigger ship. But you'll have to do the measurements yourself. Basically just build all the way along the white line until you come to the end, and then you'll be able to work out from there. That's what I was doing. Oh yes, 45 windows, so we go one like that. What I do all the windows first, and I'll do the spaces in a minute. So it's 1, 2, so you got the space in between, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 40, 44, and 45. And then that's 45 double high windows. You can't see them very well, but that's how it should look. 45 windows, which are 2 blocks high. And then in between, you just want to add the white blocks for, well, for detail and also for structural, and it'll make it look better because it looks a bit daft at the moment. So add all the white blocks in between. And there we go at the end there. Right, there we go, that's all the 45 windows in place. And then after these 45 windows and after this final pillar, you're going to want to build the same open promenade design as there was down the other end. So after this pillar, leave a 2 block space, and then add your 2 block pillar. Then leave a 3 block space, and then add your pillar, another 3 block space, add your pillar, a third space, and add your pillar, a fourth 3 block space, add your pillar, and then a fifth 3 block space, and add your pillar, and then another 2 block space, and then add your final pillar like that. And then after that final pillar, just build the 3 block white space like that, and it should look something like that. So on the inside, this is what the promenade should look like, although minus windows and doors and a roof. So that's how it should look. And what you can do on these 2 block spaces, put a block there so it sort of creates the curve that you see on these sort of ships. So do on that side and do the same on that side, and then back to the front and do the same at the bow there, and then there, and that's that one side done. And then the next job to do is to add a line of blocks from the front here all the way across the top of the windows down to the very end of the white section. So I shall do that now. Once I've worked out where I am, there I am, and then we go all the way across the top to get to the end of the windows, or the end of the open section. So all the way down. And there we go. And then the next job you want to do is from the top here, just build across and connect to the inner wall like that. So you got a sort of a tunnel here. So just build that line across the top, and then you have your bridge tunnel thing. So that's that side. This is how it should look, although you can't see it very well because it's all white. If I go up like that, you can see it better. And it looks alright. So that's one side done. And what I'm going to do a jump cut while I do the other side, and I shall return once I've done that, just to save a bit of time. So back in a moment. Okay, I'm back again, and as you can see, I've added the other side of the open promenade area with the windows all the way along down the side, and also added the bridge support at the end. And what I've also done is added all the doors and windows to the inner walls as well. So there you've got a door, space, 2 windows, or windows which are 2 blocks high. So I'll go door, 4 windows, then door, then 4 windows, door, 4 windows, all the way along. It's not really accurate to these sort of ships, but it's what you can do. You know, what you can make your own decision what you want to do. So that's that. And basically, when you look at the ship from this side, when you look through the open promenade section, you can see the doors and windows all there. It probably look pretty good when lit up at night as well. So that's that. And then the next job, the final job for the moment, is to add the deck across the top of this section. So what we want to do is go to the front of the superstructure and just begin to add the deck on the 4th block up. So use the quick build tool again. And like I said, when this deck's in place, it will sit right on top of the inner walls. So we'll go down to the back here, and the main plane of the deck is complete. There we go. And then we go down the inside of the promenade, and it should all look something like this. Got the open promenade to the right, or the left, whichever you're looking at it, and all the doors and windows on the other side. Although I can't go in mine because they're not actually doors, they're just painted on blocks. But I can go through them. I just press X or hold X and I can go through any wall. So that's that. That's pretty much it for part 2 anyway, because well, I won't say but in part 3 we're going to focus on the upper promenade and the supports for the boat deck. It's not a very high ship, so there ain't a huge amount to do. So that's basically that. That's part 2 out of the way. I'm just going in the back here. What we're going to do, in part 2, it's going to be the upper section of the promenade and the boat deck's foundations. Then we're going to focus on the stern part of the superstructure, which is going to be a separate deck house, but it's all the same length, width, and height as in on all 3 ships. Pardon me. So that really doesn't require any different measurings for each ship. So it's mainly the size of the ship and also the superstructure that we've just built, which requires different measurements. So that's basically that. So that's it for part 2. So in part 3, like I said, it'd be promenade deck superstructure with the boat deck foundation, and that would be as and when. So this is Richlarrousse signing off, logging off and disappearing, and I shall return in part 3. So bye bye for now.